welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Diana. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, whatever made you click on it. Today I finally went ahead and recorded I don't want to say like a makeup tutorial. I'm just kind of giving you guys a walkthrough of what I like to do on days that I just want to put on makeup and I want to feel good about myself. This is usually what I love to do. I love to focus mainly on face, so I'm going to be teaching you guys a little bit of techniques, giving y'all some tips, you know, some little things that I do here and there that, you know, is going to up your little makeup game. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this. And if you have not already went ahead and followed me on Instagram, go ahead and follow your girl, because you know you'll get to know a little bit more about me on there. I don't want to keep on rambling, so without further ado, let's get on to the look. Bye.
Now that I am sober, I take back what I said. I'm sitting with this love hangover. Boy, it's hurting my head. It's the middle of October, and we just came to an end.
As many of you guys know, there's not really much that I need to do with my eyebrows, only because I did get them microbladed, I want to say almost 2 years ago. It's been a really long time, and you still see I used an instant bronzer today and it kind of just like did not want to like come off my hands, I guess. I just went and I added a tinted moisturizer to my face just to give me a little bit more of that glow, a little bit more of that fresh tan. So I did prime. I did use my dewy set from Anastasia. Now today's foundation of choice is going to be the Smashbox Studio-Skin 15-Hour Wear Foundation. Now I've only used this one a few times because I was using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and for some reason it really emphasized texture, so I really wanted something. I wanted to try something that was a little bit more dewy, even though I do have oily skin. I'm just going to take my Sonia Kashuk sponge and I'm going to just begin applying this to my skin. Apply this to my skin before I go in with the sponge. It just makes it a little bit easier and you lose less product on the sponge when you do it this way. With this foundation, it is medium to full buildable coverage, and I kind of don't like the word buildable because I feel like you're just using a lot more product when you're building up and building up and building up for some reason. I don't know, it might just be me. But I like the look of like your skin but better. I think that's why I've been trying to give this foundation as many chances as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and blend down my ears. See, this is why I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, especially in these areas here by my nose. My T-zone area seems to be my most problematic area. I'm going to take my Tarte Shapetape. This is in the shade Light Neutral. I'm just going to apply this to my under eye so I can start concealing. And this is really the only area that I like to apply my concealer. Alright, I like to just blend that. I have been trying out this new foundation stick by Mented Cosmetics. If you guys do not know about Mented Cosmetics is strictly catered to those women of color, which I love because me personally, I do have olive complected skin, so it is a little bit harder for me to find shades that are the perfect match because a lot of olivey or skin tones are either yellow toned or cool toned or both. And a lot of the foundations that I've tried seem to have like that grayish undertone, or like they're very yellow. So I can never find the perfect range, but I've been using their shade T20 as my contour shade. So I've been using it as a contour stick and it just glides right onto the skin. I don't usually contour my nose, but today, why not? I usually don't, because I have a very round face. I usually don't like to contour on the top of my forehead. I like to just blend and drag the contour up, but not directly right here. I stay away from this area right here. And since I have a very round face, I like to contour typically right above my ear as opposed to sucking my cheeks and contouring right here. I like to make it look like, you know, I have some dimension to my face. So if you are one of those really round face girls, I suggest you start doing this way and you will see such a huge difference. It already looks like I have a lot more of that snatched and chiseled. I am going to kind of shape up my eyebrows a bit. I'm going to use my LA Pro Girl concealer as usual, and this is in the shade Medium Beige, which is my shade. Because boo, you want your eyebrows shaped, okay? You want to slay. And the reason why I do this last as opposed to doing it before my foundation is because, to be honest, like I feel like my eyebrows look a lot cleaner when I do it this way as opposed to doing it before I do my foundation. Everything just kind of blends in a little bit more. Ever since I started learning to do it this way, my makeup, like my eyebrow game has changed significantly. And then I like to just feather them out a little bit. I like them to have that feathered look. Alright, so next we are going to move on to powder. I like to do this before I contour. And I've been really loving the Makeup Revolution Banana Light Powder. This one is super affordable and it is really, really good. It blends really, really well. It does not leave me with that ghost cast. It will leave you with that ghost cast if you do decide to start baking underneath your contour. I noticed that and I kept blaming the foundation for it, but it was not the foundation, it was the powder. So be very diligent with this powder. While that is setting, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my powder. For my contour, I am using the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil powder, and a little goes a very long way with this, so I like to just press it in a little bit. When I say a little goes a long freaking way, I mean it. You don't need a lot. I'm going to take my setting brush. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to diffuse the powder or the baking powder outward. And I'm just gonna dust it right off. Okay, so again, diffuse outward. I'm going to apply some brow gel because I completely forgot that step. And I'm just going to feather upward because I really love the look of feathered brows. It's just so pretty. And since my eyebrows are a lot thicker now, like, I'm just like, girl, I'm gonna sport those feathered brows. I swear, I really love to keep my eye looks very, very simple because I love my focal point to be my face, my glow, and my lashes. I love my lashes and I love my glow. So I'm just going to be taking the Morphe 35G Bronze Goals palette. If you have not gotten your hands on this palette, you really, really need to because it was only $25. Number one, I love me Morphe. And these shades in here are freaking gorgeous. I'm going to go in with the shade Sandy. It's just like this neutral, warm-toned brown right here. And I'm going to just apply this into my crease just to add a little bit more depth and dimension. Okay, remember we're keeping this look very, very simple. Just diffuse this into my crease. I'm going to take the shade SPF and I'm going to just be applying that all over my lid. This shade was probably just a little bit too dark than what I was originally going for, but it looks a lot darker on than it does in the palette. I don't know why that is, but it's okay. We'll work with it because your girl does love a nice smoky eye, so we'll work with it. Please don't judge me for using this brush, okay? This brush was in the OG Naked palette. Girl, that was a $50 palette when we first got our hands on it, okay? So then I'm just gonna go back with my M433 and I'm just going to diffuse this all out. I'm going to come in and take the shade called Tan Up, and it's just like a burnt red. So yeah, I just want to put that in my outer V. Did you drop your blanket? I don't know if you guys hear my son out there. He's like, blanket, blanket. So I think he dropped his blanket. But then I am just going to blend, blend, blend. And then I'm gonna blend up as I blend. Lashes of choice are going to be from Harlow's Dream House. I absolutely love Harlow's Dream House. They just recently released their 25mm lashes, and you guys know I'm a big fan of 25mm lashes. This has definitely been one of those brands for me that I've been getting so much inspiration from. So thank you so much to Harlow's Dream House for being kind enough to send these to me. So today I'm going to be using the style called Anais. And now these are very, 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 very like she did not hold back when she came up with these. Go ahead and apply some blush. I'm taking the Warm Master Palette by Morphe. Look at all of these shades, guys. I'm going to be taking Beat right here. It's a really pretty coral shade with like some gold reflex. And I'm just going to pat this just right above my contour. I want to take my Dewy setting spray from Anastasia. I'm just going to spray this before I apply my highlight. If you have not been put onto that, I'm putting you onto it now. If you are wondering why your highlights are looking very, very chalky, it's most likely because you didn't spray first, girl. So let's spray. Be taking the Hi-Fi palette by Morphe, and I am going to be taking the highlight in Beam right here. Apply that to the tops of my cheeks. I like to apply it to my forehead where the light typically likes to hit, and I like to apply it on my left side because that's mainly the side that I love to take pictures with, because that's my good side. Now I'm going to apply my lashes. So I'm just gonna cut these. These are so gorgeous. I honestly am so excited to put these on because they are gonna look so bomb. Like, look at that. A lot of people who haven't worn lashes, what they like to do is they like to go straight into the most dramatic pair ever, and then they put them on and they're like, okay, these look so crazy on me. You want to start off very, very small and work your way towards it, right? I am going to put you guys onto a lash glue that I found not too long ago, and honestly, it has been the best drugstore lash glue that I have ever used. This is going to be the most accessible one for you. This one's the Kiss line, but it's called Lash Couture. Show you guys right here. Yep, it's called Lash Couture. You can find it at Walgreens. You can find it, I believe, at CVS as well, and Walmart, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's very, very inexpensive too. I'm just gonna let the glue get a little tacky. So while I'm letting the glue get tacky, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my lips. I do like to contour my lips just a little bit, so I'm going to be taking the LA Pro Girl concealer in Espresso, and I'm just going to line my lips. Just gonna overline them just a little bit, but the only places that I'm going to overline them is right underneath my bottom lip and right on my Cupid's bow. But as I get to the corners, I'm going to follow my natural line. And then I'm just going to blend it all into my lips. lip color from Morphe, and I absolutely love it. It's one of their liquid lipsticks. It's in the shade called True Story, and it's like a perfect brown. Like a perfect brown color. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is so gorgeous. Look at that. I've been on the search for a perfect like nudie brown, and honestly I thought I had it with this one, but this one's just a little bit too brown for me. I really want it to be more of a nudie brown color. What I'm doing now is I'm just going to take this is a very OG lipstick from Wet n Wild, and it's in the shade called Pink Sugar. Whew. These are very out there, my goodness. I love drama, I do. Alright guys, so this is the overall completed look. I'm not really a makeup person. I love wearing makeup, don't get me wrong, but to sit there and like record the process of it, I'm still learning myself. So if y'all are like, oh my god, she's so good at it, trust me, like I am still learning a whole bunch of shit. Like the girls that I watch here on YouTube, I'm just like, damn girl, like you really know what you're doing. But half the time I'm just like, damn, like you need to start learning, girl, because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I don't even know the names of certain shit, like certain brushes, you know, still. So I'm still learning myself, so don't ever feel bad. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this overall look. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and comment down below what you loved most about it. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.
I thought we'd be together. Oh, it ended so fast. Now that I am sober, I take back